is our onion harvest that we planted over by the strawberry patch. And we've been letting it dry out and so it gets that papery skin. It's going to rain sometime tomorrow, so I'm going to collect them all. Isn't that awesome? We have never gotten onions this big before. We grew them from onion plants instead of those little bulbs. I heard that makes a difference, and now that I see, I feel like it's true. So after growing onions this year and having them turn out so awesome, I can't wait to get next year's. I think we could actually probably start planting them this fall. But like 10 times as many onions as we planted this year. We have like a row, 2 rows in that garden, and then we had a little 2 tiny rows over here by the raspberries. And it was really successful, but the thing about onions is it's not like a tomato plant where you get a bunch of tomatoes from one plant. You just get 1 onion. So there's 2 exceptions to the to that rule, and it's the bunching onions and walking onions. The walking onion grows little bulbets at the top, and then it drops down and plants new onions. So you actually get like an endless supply, an eternal supply of onions as long as you take care of them, which is awesome. Look at this one! That is so cool. That's huge. So we're excited to try and grow, like, yes, 10 times more onions.
So now we're heading over across the little field to our other garden. It's doing beautifully. With our cold nights that we've had, it's preserved the things that would normally be going completely to seed by now. And of course these are bolting badly. These are the spinach. But in most years, all of that would have been long gone by now. And it's actually keeping these cold weather crops in pretty good spirits.
So here, doing great.
Yeah, among all our weeds, this is really terrible actually, but the weeds seem to, you know, they don't seem to do any harm to the onions at all. In fact, they're doing great. But let's pull one up and see.
This one's flopped over, ready to go. Look at that.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I've noticed the red onions don't get as big as quickly. That one's still small. Now this one has huge greens, but not much of a bulb. Now, I didn't mark these, but we actually planted a whole bunch of just our green onion tops from the grocery store. You know, after using them, then we would plant what's left over in the ground, and they always do great. But we'll check a few others. Here's our pumpkin, getting bigger and bigger. Oh.
Onions that are floppy.
Yeah, true. Spot another bright orange pumpkin. It's awesome. Got 4 or 5 really big ones from that plant. Look at the size of those leaves. It's great. It's called the Cinderella pumpkin. And oops, I just stepped on another one. I wasn't watching where I was going. These things spread out so far. Yeah. It's amazing to see these monstrous plants.
This is the cuttings from the grocery store. I remember putting it here.
Yep. Wow.
These are just green onions gone crazy.
Pretty cool. Well, you definitely want more onions. They're not an expensive food at the store, but organic is quite expensive. And we find that we eat a lot of onions in stews throughout the winter and just in general cooking. And so a single row is really not enough. We need 3 or 4 times this. So, and we could have done it. It's unfortunate that we didn't utilize all the space quite as well as we could have. Granted, it's pretty full, but there's a place back there where we could have put more, and we could have utilized this bit a little bit more. I hate seeing a patch of dirt in a garden at this time of year. You know,
it could be a plant instead.
Exactly. But having said that, we've done pretty well this year. And I do like all these sunflowers that we've got. And we didn't even water these ones. You know, we've tried to adapt them to the arid climate that we have.
Yeah.
Just greens?
They're like, yeah.
Huh. No? That's not good. Do you think it's because of the weeds?
I don't know. It's
I mean, they're beautiful plants, but...
I read when the weather's weirdo.
Oh.
Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold in the spring makes an onion go creepy. Like the bulb is just fat like a leek.
Oh. So it needs a real, cool spring and then warm summer,
to make up its mind.
Yeah.
To be
that is not something we can place an order for in Idaho very often. That's all right. Sometimes we have a great year, other times, well, goodness, every single year that we've been here so far has been completely different from any of the others that we've experienced. It's been interesting. It's kept us on our toes as far as gardening goes.
I'm guessing that it'll be like that forever.
Yeah, I imagine so.